In a video posted on YouTube in 2009, a man named Joe Cummings shared some startling CCTV footage captured in his kitchen. Joe had noticed that food was mysteriously disappearing from his Manhattan apartment, so he decided to set up surveillance cameras to get to the bottom of it. What he discovered was far more alarming than he could have imagined. The unusual footage shows a woman entering his kitchen through a small door near the ceiling. She awkwardly maneuvers her way down, climbing onto the floor by using the kitchen's fixtures in a way that can only be described as eerie. Once on the ground, the strange intruder urinates in Joe's sink, then rummages through his fridge, taking a swig from a carton of juice. She proceeds to eat and drink while seemingly watching TV, making herself at home in the middle of the night. At one point, she hurriedly scurries out of sight as Joe, unaware of her presence, enters the kitchen to grab something to eat. After Joe leaves, the woman reappears, helping herself to more food before making her exit the same way she came in, climbing back up through the small door above. The following morning, Joe is seen in the footage drinking from the same carton that the woman had previously used. According to Joe, the woman turned out to be homeless and had been secretly living in his apartment for at least a few weeks, hiding in the cramped space above his kitchen. After reviewing the footage, Joe contacted the police, and the woman was eventually arrested. In an update posted in March 2018, Joe mentioned that he had additional lost footage of the woman, which he plans to release soon, adding another layer of intrigue to this already bizarre story. An antique store in Brinsley, South Yorkshire, UK, has reportedly been plagued by paranormal activity since 2014. The store's owner claims to have witnessed more than 50 inexplicable events since taking over the business. These eerie incidents, which occur both day and night, include a variety of unsettling occurrences and supposed hauntings. One particularly chilling event involved a rocking horse, which was caught on camera moving by itself before tumbling off a shelf. The owner tried to replicate the motion but was unable to do so, adding to the mystery. Other strange happenings include framed photographs mysteriously shifting on their own and a cabinet that appeared to explode without any cause. Books, figurines, and even skateboards have also been seen moving on their own. In another unnerving incident, the owner's 11-year-old daughter entered the basement only to run out moments later, screaming in sheer terror. During an interview, the owner shared a local legend tied to the property. They say the mill owner who worked here in the 1800s died on this very site. He hanged himself in the 1960s, supposedly just 5 steps from where we are standing now. Some believe that a poltergeist or the spirits of deceased children might be responsible for the ghostly activities. However, when paranormal investigators were brought in to examine the store, they offered a different theory. They suggested that the disturbances might be caused by the spirit of an unidentified homeless man who, during his lifetime, would often wander into the graveyard upon which the shop now stands. Despite these theories, the true identity of this alleged spirit and the source of the terrifying events remains a mystery. In August 2017, while Brianna Hernandez and her husband were enjoying their evening meal, something eerie caught her husband's attention outside. Their security cameras had picked up an unsettling sight that Brianna initially missed, but her observant husband noticed a ghostly figure gliding across their property. When interviewed, Brianna described the chilling moment. "As soon as I saw it, my hair stood on end. I've never seen anything like it before." What her husband had spotted appeared to be a human-like figure floating across their driveway near the couple's cars. Brianna elaborated, saying, "You can see the movement of what looks like arms or legs in sync with the body as it moves by." Based on the footage, her description is strikingly accurate. Before the couple moved into their home, they had spoken with a man familiar with the property. He mentioned that his uncle had passed away while living nearby. The Hernandezes now believe that the figure they saw on CCTV could be the spirit of this same man. In the footage, the mysterious shape seems to dance playfully across the screen, its bright white form standing out against the night. While some viewers have expressed skepticism, the footage is undeniably creepy. Since speaking to local reporters, the couple has remained silent about any further developments, leaving the identity of the mysterious white figure unresolved. In October 2017, Rochelle Hayek, a mother of 3 from Manchester, UK, shared CCTV footage on social media to warn other parents about a suspicious man in her neighborhood. The unsettling incident occurred around 2 p.m. while her children were playing on a trampoline in their garden. A mysterious man driving a white van stopped in front of their home and allegedly attempted to lure the children into his vehicle by offering them donuts. In the footage, Rochelle's 8-year-old daughter, Sadie, is seen quickly guiding her 6-year-old and 2-year-old siblings back inside the house. Moments later, when Rochelle came out to confront the man, he sped off, seemingly to avoid being caught. Speaking to reporters, Rochelle described the experience as terrifying but expressed immense pride in her daughter's quick thinking. "It was absolutely scary to watch, but I'm so proud of my Sadie for acting fast," she said. Rochelle also recounted her brief encounter with the man, stating, "When I approached him, he acted strangely and asked if my kids wanted some donuts before driving off." The incident is currently under investigation, but the suspect has yet to be identified or apprehended. New York illustrator Adam Ellis has been documenting a series of terrifying events on his Twitter since August 2017, claiming that his apartment is haunted by a ghost he first encountered in his dreams. The ghost, a young boy with a misshapen head, has become the focal point of this ongoing, unsettling story. Ellis's first encounter with the boy occurred during an episode of sleep paralysis. He described seeing the child sitting in a rocking chair at the foot of his bed, with a large dent on one side of his head. As the boy stood up and began shuffling toward Ellis, he woke up screaming. To share this disturbing vision, Ellis drew a picture of the boy and posted it online. In a later dream, Ellis met a girl in a library who ominously asked, "You've seen Dear David, haven't you?" The girl explained that Dear David appears at midnight as a small boy and allows those who see him to ask 2 questions. If they ask a third, however, he kills them. After these dreams, the haunting seemed to cross over into reality. For a while, the dreams stopped, but when Ellis moved into a new apartment, strange occurrences resumed. His cats began to exhibit bizarre behavior, gathering at the front door at midnight for 4 consecutive nights, staring intently as if something was on the other side. On one of these nights, Ellis looked through the peephole and saw something move. When he took a photo through the peephole, it revealed a shadowy figure lurking on the stairs outside his apartment. To investigate further, Ellis used a sleep app that records sounds during the night. While the recordings were vague, they did capture strange static and snapping noises. The disturbances escalated when Ellis awoke one night to find his entire apartment shaking. Growing increasingly fearful, Ellis set up a motion sensor camera while he was away. The footage showed his cats behaving strangely, as if they were following invisible entities around the apartment. One video even captured a cat standing on its hind legs, peering around the room, while another recorded a household decoration inexplicably falling from the wall. Ellis's dreams then returned, becoming even more disturbing. In one dream, David crawled toward Ellis, coming face to face with him. After waking, Ellis checked his camera and discovered eerie photos that appeared to show David with his dented head. Other photos reveal David sitting upright in the apartment, staring at the ceiling, and standing over Ellis as he slept. The final image in the sequence was a chilling close-up of David, showing only the top of his head. Ellis continues to update his Twitter with these ongoing experiences. Most recently, he found small footprints in the snow outside his apartment. In early January 2018, Ellis had another dream where David crashed down from the ceiling onto his chest. He managed to capture a photo of David falling from the ceiling, adding yet another layer to this terrifying saga. As of 2024, the updates and strange occurrences persist, leaving followers of the story in suspense. In July 2016, Chicago resident Jordan Romanescos noticed her purse had gone missing. Her boyfriend, Jack Mackey, assumed she had left it at a local restaurant, sparking a minor argument between the two. Determined to find it, they retraced their steps and reviewed security camera footage, trying to figure out where the purse might have been misplaced. As they rewound the footage to 3:30 a.m. on a Monday morning, they stumbled upon something that not only cleared them of any blame, but also left them both utterly terrified. The eerie video revealed a hooded intruder standing at the top of their staircase, silently watching over them as they slept on the living room couch. The couple's two dogs, who were peacefully sleeping at their feet, remained inexplicably undisturbed by the intruder's presence. The footage captures the man standing still on the stairs while an episode of Mr. Robot plays on the TV. Recalling the unsettling scene, Romanescos told reporters he stood there for about 5 minutes the first time, then walked away, only to come back and hover over us again for another 5 minutes. This intruder is suspected of being responsible for other burglaries in the neighborhood. Other residents have shared images of the same man riding his bicycle, seemingly scouting properties to rob. The unnerved couple explained to reporters that they usually lock all their doors before heading to bed, but on this particular night, they had accidentally fallen asleep in front of the TV, leaving their home unusually unsecured. In the footage, the intruder finally leaves the property only after the TV credits begin to roll, as if indulging in a casual TV session himself. The fate of the thief, now nicknamed the Creeper Ghost, remains unknown, and local detectives continue to investigate the case.